Hello, everyone. Thank you for waiting. I saw we had a few people waiting for our stream. Today, I want to introduce you to a Slovenian artist. She's a photographer and she takes beautiful landscape photos. She actually studied together with me, and she's a really good friend of mine. And I'm actually very excited to introduce you today to her work. So I'm not gonna let you guys wait any longer. I'm gonna put her right into the stream too. So let's welcome Ilona.
Hi. Hi all. Hi Celina. Thank you so much for inviting me and making my first international interview.
Yeah, welcome. You're
Thank you.
welcome. Thanks for getting up so early for this. And yeah, we are happy to have you on the show for sure. Yes. So maybe you could just introduce yourself in a few words if you would like to do that. First name, last name, where we can find you, and also what your work is about and what your inspirations are.
So my name is Ilona Mrgole. I'm coming from Slovenia, and I studied together with Celina at Willem de Koning in Rotterdam. And later I decided that I want to go to exchange to get more experiences and see the other side of the world as well. So I decided to go to Canada. My work is mostly about the relationship between human beings and nature. And most inspiration I actually get from the nature when I go for my walks or just observing it. Yes. And today we will talk mostly about my series Grounded. Yesterday I had my first solo exhibition, and this series started on my exchange in Canada when coronavirus came, in February this 2020.
Oh, that's very interesting. Yeah, thanks for introducing yourself like this. Actually, I already have the first question. Did the coronavirus affect your series at all, or
Yes,
is it a
actually,
series about the coronavirus now, or?
maybe not about the coronavirus, but for sure it affected, because first my intention was to collect stones because I'm really fascinated about the stones, and I was never sure what is that fascinates me so much. So I started to collect the stones. I was just walking around places, beaches, forests, and I was collecting stones. And actually, my first intention was to show their beauty. So I wanted to take them to the studio and make these sculptures out of them. And actually, then I realized that this is not so much about the stones, they're about my personal feelings. And with balancing the stones, I was really at this time, so I was really here and now. And it actually helped me to balance myself in these times.
Okay,
So, yeah.
I get it. That sounds very interesting. So you used the nature to find some like balance within yourself, and it was really recreational and very calming to stack them up. Actually, maybe at this point it would be good to show our viewers a little bit of your work, so maybe they will have an idea how it looks, because we start to talk about stones and I don't think they understand what we mean with that. So actually, guys, I would like to show you really quick her work. So there is one of your friends, right, who shows the viewers through the gallery. So I'm just going to share the screen. 1 second. Okay. So it's all in Slovenian. You might have to actually translate a little bit for us. I'm gonna skip through a little bit too. Forgive me for that. I just want to give the viewers a little impression of it. Is that okay?
Yeah, of course.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, 1 second. Technical issues. One second. So I opened the wrong tab. That's the kind of things that happen sometimes. That makes it also interesting. But at least that's what I'm telling myself. Grounded. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay. Okay. Let's go.
Dober večer, dobrodošli v galeriji Doma kulture Kamnik na naši letošnji prvi razstavi. Tokrat vas gostimo virtualno in sicer na fotografski razstavi Ilone Mrgole. Ilona je mlada kamniška fotografinja, ki je zaključila srednjo medijsko in grafično šolo v Ljubljani. Zdaj pa nadaljuje študij na Nizozemskem, in sicer študij fotografije. Serija, ki jo razstavljamo danes, je nastala na njeni študijski izmenjavi, ne na Nizozemskem, ampak še celo dlje, in sicer v Vancouveru. Ilonina razstava, ki jo bomo prikazali danes, njena prva samostojna razstava, zato mi je še posebno veselje, da naša galerija Doma kulture Kamnik lahko podpira mlade avtorje, mlade avtorice in jim na ta način pomagamo pri njihovi profesionalni poti. Ilona se predstavlja serijo fotografij, nastale so kot neke vrste kontemplacija časa, v katerem trenutno živimo. To je v bistvu iskanje ravnovesja. Korona nas je žal pripeljala do tega, da je vsak od nas pred nekim osebnim izzivom. Ilona se je tega izziva lotila s fotografskim aparatom. Kako je ta proces nastajal, kakšne prepreke je morala premagati, bosta več povedala njen fotografski kolega, Aleš Senožetnik, pa tudi Ilona sama.
Ilona se v svojem fotografskem ustvarjanju ukvarja z odnosom človeka in narave. Serija Grounded pa je nastala na študijski izmenjavi v Vancouveru pred slabim letom. Že od nekdaj je fascinirana nad kamni, z raziskovanjem novega okolja pa jih je nabirala tudi v Vancouveru. Novo dimenzijo pa je v fotografijo vnesla v studiu, ko je začela kamne sestavljati v skulpture. Ni šlo zgolj za iskanje ravnotežja kamnov, temveč iskanje notranjega ravnovesja v času epidemije in v novem okolju. Tako je nastalo poetično potovanje v minimalizem, obliko in sebe. Izraz ravnovesje pa je v Iloninem notranjem svetu našel nov pomen. Ilona, zakaj si se odločila, da za svoj fotografski motiv izbereš kamen?
Že od nekdaj sem fascinirana nad njihovimi oblikami in težo. In v bistvu mi je zelo zanimivo, da ljudje kamne určamo kot mrtvo naravo, ker po mojem mnenju kamni vsebujejo zelo veliko enih zgodb in tudi zgodovine. In zame je to nekaj zelo živečega v mojem svetu.
Mogoče kamni predstavlja tudi neko trdnost v tem negotovem svetu, v novem svetu, posebej v času epidemije, karantene.
Ja, se strinjam, so definitivno bili ena trdnost in mogoče tudi zame sem prejela neko notranje sporočilo, da koliko je pomembno, da ostanemo trdni in odločni sploh v takih časih, kjer smo zdaj.
Kako je potekal sam ustvarjalen proces? Predstavljam si, da je že samo postavljanje kamnov v ravnovesje svojevrsten izziv.
Ja, drži. V bistvu že cel proces, ko sem jaz začela zbirati te kamne, pa jih nositi v studio, se je pač meni to zdelo, da bom šla, pa bom nabrala par kamnov, ampak ja, v bistvu so bili zelo težki, tako da sem pa v tistem ruzaku nosila kamne. V studiu je pa tudi to izgledalo, to pač to je trajalo različne dni in je v bistvu sem opazila, glede na moje počutje, če sem bila zelo stabilna, so bili tudi kamni bolj stabilni in če sem bila jaz manj stabilna, so bili kamni manj stabilni. Tako da cel ta proces je bil zelo zanimiv. Se mi pa zdi, da je pol na koncu, mogoče so to ratali kot eni samoportreti v mojih trenutkih prve karantene.
Študiraš v Rotterdamu, bila si tudi na izmenjavi v Vancouverju. Lahko poveš kaj več o izkušnji študija fotografije v tujini?
Meni osebno je to ena najbolj zanimivih izkušenj, ki sem jih imela v življenju. Zdi se mi, da je način učenja na Nizozemskem zelo drugačen kot način učenja v Sloveniji. Se mi zdi, da ti dajo malo več osebne svobode, pa baziranje bolj na kaj vse stoji za fotografijo, mogoče ne toliko na samo tehnično izvedbo fotografije. Mi je pa tudi zanimivo, kako imamo sestavljen pouk, zato ker ni samo fotografija, ampak si izbereš tudi eno prakso, kjer sodeluješ z vsemi učenci iz šole. In zdaj v zadnjem letniku pa delam samo še na osebnem projektu, na diplomskem delu, ki ga bom zaključila junija.
Se boš tudi v diplomskem delu ukvarjala z odnosom človeka in narave, podobnimi tematikami kot na tej razstavi?
Ja, tematika bo definitivno podobna, mogoče bo medij malo drugače, ker je to edina serija, v bistvu, ki je nastala v studiu. Vadno uporabljam bolj naravno svetlobo. Ne vem še, kam se bom premaknila v tem smislu, ampak tematika bo pa zelo verjetno odnos človeka do narave.
Ilona, čestitam za tvojo otvoritev prve samostojne razstave in pa hvala za tale pogovor.
Najlepša hvala tudi tebi, Aleš, hvala tudi Dušanu Dovču in Kulturnem domu Kamnik in hvala vsem vam, ki ste tukaj z mano.
Žal razstava trenutno še ni na ogled zaradi ukrepov za preprečevanje epidemije, takoj ko pa bo to mogoče, pa si jo bo lahko pogledal vsak posameznik.
Wow, how cool!
Thank you, Celina.
Congratulations also on the video. It sounds like you had a really good interview from what I understood. I understood a little bit.
Yeah, that's nice.
Maybe because you told me in advance. Yeah, I know your work a little bit as well. So yeah. Is there something that you would like to translate or to add to what's been said?
Yeah, maybe I can briefly tell you what these guys told about me. So the first guy actually introduced me and told where I'm studying and briefly what this project is about. And then the second guy told what is the series about. And then he asked me some questions about the process and also how do I feel studying in Netherlands and if there is any difference between Slovenia and Netherlands.
Okay. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that moment. So yeah, do you is this part of your series as well, or is that just a general question that he asked?
Part of my what if is part of my series?
Yeah, the experience that you had culturally, and then coming to Canada.
Yes, I feel that actually because I lived in Slovenia until I was 22 years old, And I always had this love for nature, but I never really realized it. And then later, when I went to live to Rotterdam, I felt lack of connection with nature and people. So that's when I realized how important nature is for me. And also later when I came to Canada, to Vancouver, I felt again that people are more connected to nature, and I felt in a way more understood because of it, and more connected maybe also with people.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, that's definitely nice also to be seen in the series then. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's the thing. So Ilona makes very beautiful pictures which are all set in the nature. She had, I remember one project where she was placing stones and it looked like it was a whole landscape. And then others I remember where you just photographed the trees and the forest and the mountains and it just looks very, very beautiful. Yeah, so
Thank you
you
so
always
much.
do this nature photography, landscape photography, and I guess that's really your strength. Do you feel like it's easy these days to be a photographer who's specialized in landscape photography?
I
You
don't think
actually
it's
call it
easy.
a specialty yourself? I just assigned you that.
Yeah, maybe every day I can say more that I'm a photographer more proudly that I'm a landscape photographer. But I think, yeah, it's a really good question. I think it's pretty hard because we see photos everywhere and it's really hard to filter out, yeah, what is good photo, what has meaning. So, but yeah, I was actually already debating with myself, is this something that I can earn some money with, or something that I can really be good at?
Yeah, and then you
But
did it anyways.
yes, because it's something
Yeah.
that I really enjoy and something that I feel it's right. So yeah, I'm just going for it, and I believe that one day I will be really successful landscape photographer.
Yeah, that's it. So you actually love the landscapes. Yeah, that's what I meant. Landscape photography. Do you feel like maybe you even have an advance, compared to other photographers because you really take these beautiful pictures of the surroundings, where other people maybe just walk by and they never really take the moment. So I thought that's what I wanted to ask you before. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was actually also the purpose with the stones, because I feel these are some like small things beneath our feet,
Yeah.
and yeah, mostly we just walk by, and also there are so many stones that you don't really get the focus for one stone at the whole beach. So this was
Yeah.
actually my first purpose to show the beauty of the stones, because I felt if I change the environment and if I take them on the white background, you know it's only gonna be a stone, so you will really see like the
Yeah.
textures, the everything what's happening there.
Oh, that's cool. And how far did you travel to get your stones?
Oh, it was different locations, and one was like one day I woke up and I decided, okay, today I'm gonna collect some stones, and I was just walking for a whole day, I don't know, 8 hours or something.
Really?
And it was really funny because stones are really heavy, and then when you put them in the bag, you have this weight on you, and yeah, it's not that easy. And also, first I thought, okay, I'm just gonna go and collect some stones, but then when I came there, you really need to connect with the nature. It's not just collecting like random stones, but like really being there for an hour observing. Like, where do you feel the energy kind of resonates with you?
And how did you decide where the energy lies?
Oh, it was like my intuition.
Okay. Or did you walk around and you were like,
Anchoring it.
Did you listen to some music? And did you
Yes,
meet another?
also I actually listen at this time a lot of Tigran Hamasyan. He's pianist, so it's
Okay,
like the really calming music, and it also helped me to connect with myself and the whole story. And
ah,
also,
yeah.
yes, I met some people, and they actually asked me what I'm doing, and yeah, I also made some sculptures on the place, and they were like, why are you doing this? And it was really nice talks with people from there.
Oh,
I
that's
also
cool.
actually got some historical knowledge about it because back in the days, people used to use the stone. So you like when you go up to the mountains, so you know the right way. Where these stones are, you need to go this way. So it's pretty interesting.
Oh, that's cool. And then did you misguide them with your towers or
No,
did
no,
you
no, I
expect?
didn't. I didn't. Um,
Yeah. And then you were not afraid about the bears or something in the forest?
No, not really. I actually would. I don't know. I would be probably happy if I would see a bear or something.
You would say, "Hi, can you join my project?" That's amazing, Ilona. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Okay. And then you actually went into the studio with all the stones that you collected and you photographed. That's very
Yes,
nice.
yes, with the 3 bags, with the traveling bag, I took
Yeah,
all the stones into the traveling bag, and then I took them to the studio. And also then because I'm mostly working with natural light,
yeah,
it was I didn't really know what I want to get out of it, so I was really playing with the lights to get this soft white light without any like shadows. I think it gets you really calm effect when you're looking at the photos.
yeah,
It's kind of zen. You fall in the zen mode.
yeah. That sounds really cool. How long is the exhibition on, actually?
Oh, we don't have the end date yet because of the lockdown. So
Yeah.
now nobody can really see it in the gallery.
Oh, yeah.
But so we're waiting, and then when they will open galleries again, it will still be on for some time, so people can really see it in physically.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, we will close it after a while.
Okay.
So we
So
don't have an end date yet.
that's all right. I think during those times, everything's always a little bit improvised sometimes. But how long did it take you to set this whole exhibition up? And maybe you could tell the viewers a little bit about the work it involved.
So yes, after I produced this work, then I got this date for the exhibition, and I was not completely sure which project I want to exhibit. But since we are still in these times, and I think the balance is one of the most important thing right now,
Mm.
like finding balance within yourself and also with other people, I decided I want to exhibit this series. So then what I did is I went to see the place. So I kind of imagined how many photos and where to place them and the size.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started to look for the print shops. I actually realized how expensive prints are
Yeah, it was,
again.
yeah, because you also have quite large prints, you told me, right?
Yeah, it's meter long and meter high.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty large. So then I found a guy who printed the photos for me, and I sent him the photos, and then I was nervous for 3 days because yeah, I didn't know what to expect. I mean, I knew what I expect, but I didn't know if I will get them this way.
Yeah, you were still nervous in case they fuck it up by
Yeah, yeah,
accident.
yeah.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
But then I got the prints and they're super beautiful. And then I just started to set it up on the place. And this guy who talked in the video, he helped me out. It was pretty Yeah, it was pretty intense because you need to get everything straight, and it needs to look good. And especially when you have this minimalistic work, I think it's sometimes even harder eh, to get it also look minimalistic in the place. But yes, we were doing this for the whole day, probably 8 hours or something, like an hour for the photo. And after that, I was really happy with how it looks like in the actual place. So,
how many of your works are exhibited? How large
it's
is the series?
9 photos.
9 photos. Okay. Was it difficult for you to decide which 9 pictures it's gonna be?
No, it was not that hard because I don't know, probably I think this was one of the easiest selection I ever made because I was really connected when I was working on this. And then after I also, like, when I think back, I know what was happening in my body when I was making the sculpture. So I just took the photos that resonates with me the most out. And this is how I made the selection. It was also really...
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. It was funny because I was doing this for more days, I think 5 days in a row in the studio. And it was interesting how some days, like, the stones were really standing on each other, and then, like, some days when I was nervous and, like, not really connected with myself, nothing was standing together, or maybe it standed and then for 3 seconds and everything crashed,
Really?
Yeah.
But the people underneath your room, they would have had really noisy classes.
I never thought about this.
You didn't care. That's cool. Okay. And so well, we spoke about how you created the work. We spoke about the influence Canada had on you compared to the Netherlands and Slovenia. We spoke about your style. Maybe you could go a bit more into Canada and how it's built your photography skills in a sense that you think maybe it's affected your style. How would you, in general, maybe even say that your style has developed over the years?
So, over the years, when I came in the first year, I had no clue what I'm gonna do. It was I just knew that I really love to take photos. So this whole studies really helped me to shape myself in the person I am today.
Yeah.
Like with the questions and spending time with myself and with nature. And in Canada, especially, I really felt like people understand me, and also my teachers, they really felt this love for nature that I have. So they were really pushing me forward. This is something that I really loved. And they were also really open. They were really encouraging me to send my work out, to send my work to the galleries, magazines, different people. So I think this gave me more self-love and more, like, I started to believe that my work is not shit, but maybe I can come somewhere with it. Yeah. So, I think this is how I developed myself over the years.
Yeah, that's really nice. Yeah, I'm just listening to you. I totally forgot my question now, actually. I think I wanted to ask you when you started to take photographs. Like, can you remember the first time you took pictures?
It was when I came to high school and we had one class of photography, and then we could borrow some cameras in school. And I think this was like when I first took the camera and I, see through the viewfinder. It was, I don't know, it was just this feeling of connection. And I remember when I came home and I was like, Mom, I want my own camera, And then after, I think I got it for birthday, then after half a year. And, and then I was just taking photos of everything, of my friends, my animals, of my family. mostly, yeah, just taking photos. I didn't know why. And then actually my brother, he's making photos from wood, and he was like really supporting me, and he was always like, Ilona, let's go, let's take some photos. And then I started to take photos of his um, instruments and things from woods.
Yeah.
And this was my start, yeah, actually.
Yeah, your brother also is creative. You're a family of creative people,
Yeah,
actually.
it's true. And I'm really glad because they gave me a lot, and they are also my inspiration.
Oh, that's so cute. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Actually, also you grew up in close to the mountains, right? In
Mhm.
Slovenia. Probably that affects also your love that you have for nature and the
Yes, I guess so. I think this love is also kind of shared from generation to generation, like already
yeah.
from my grandparents and to my parents, and then from my parents to me. And then that's maybe also why it's something really deep inside me, and it's really hard to explain for me why. It's just
Yeah.
something that it's part of me, actually.
No, that's nice. Yeah. I know your work. I know also that that is really the case. I know that you really work like that. I think it's pretty cool what you're doing. Yeah. Yeah. Is there any other project that you're very proud of besides this one? Because this is now the fresh one. Is there maybe another project that you're very proud of and that you would also like to talk? A few of them.
Yeah, maybe the book Forget Me Not that I made I think it was in my second year. Oh, my
Yeah.
mom is super happy.
Yeah. Really supportive. What's good.
I think you saw this book Forget Me Not, and it was also about nature, but also about my personal feelings. I think it always like I always start with the nature, but then on the end it comes to me. So it's kind of combination of observing and then also including my thoughts and emotions into the project.
Yeah.
And yes, this project Forget Me Not was actually about my past and about how much I miss nature, and also about how you need to let go of some things. And yes, when you let go of some things, you create a place for new things. And I was also actually comparing myself a bit with nature and seasons,
Mm-hmm.
because I think it's really interesting. Oh yeah, this is the book. Nice, Celina.
Exactly. I was just looking for it so that people know a little bit what it is about. And it just
And
really shows that you're so good at what you're doing.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, and it's actually, I think that people sometimes will live too much in a hurry, and we don't like take time to connect with ourselves. Even, for example, when we go to work, we are always like really busy and just going and running and always in a hurry. And sometimes you can just enjoy little moments. I don't know, when you're waiting for the bus, or when you walk from destination A to destination B. And yes, take time also to rest like nature does.
Yeah.
I think this is really important, yes.
Yeah. That's absolutely true. Which type of cameras do you like to use or can you recommend people?
Oh, I use Sony Alpha R2 2R, and it's really really good camera. I'm really happy with it. It's now I have it for a good year. I just bought myself a macro lens a month ago. And yeah, I mostly use this lens, but for the project Forget Me Not, I used analog camera. It was Pentax Super A, and it's actually camera from my granddad.
Oh
And I
yeah.
have a really big personal connection with it. And I also feel that like when I do something really, really personal, I mostly use analog camera. So all those photos are taken with analog camera. And if I do projects like for other people or something that I need to do, I don't know how to say faster, not really faster, but yeah, in a way faster, then I use my digital camera.
Yeah, that's true. I noticed that as well when I take pictures. There's something special about analog because you can't actually see what you're shooting, so you really have to look at things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I also think you think more in advance because, you know, with the analog camera, you have this one shot and you really need to find the right angle, do the right settings and everything. And with digital, yeah, if you do something wrong, you can always do it again, you know.
That's true.
And also when you're waiting for the photos, you know, because you create this image in your head and then when you develop the film, you see if it is how you imagined it or maybe it's something different, and sometimes it doesn't work and sometimes it works even better, you know, you're even surprised with yourself and the results. So
Yeah.
I think this is really cool about analog.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I agree with that. Absolutely. Which is the picture you're most proud of that you ever took?
Ooh, this is a really hard question.
Yeah, I know. Someone asked me this and I was like, what? I took so many pictures, right?
Yeah, I think I should really go back through my whole archive to find this picture, and I'm not even sure it exists because it's, yeah, I would better say that my series is my favorite, or maybe I don't think it's so much about the image, but maybe about the process you went through, or maybe the feelings that were there, you know, some memories or something. I think it do a lot with this.
Yeah, true. Sometimes you connect a lot of memories. Yeah, to a picture. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Celina.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I was just wondering, is there anything that you want to add to what
Yes, maybe if you are interested in my work, you can check my Instagram. And also, if you would like to buy some prints, you can send me a private message. I would be really happy.
Absolutely. So
yeah, and check my website.
Yeah. Under this video, I have put all her socials. So you find her Facebook, you find her website, and you find her Instagram on there. You can send her DMs. She's really active on the social medias as well as on the website, and can support her. Maybe if you are actually from Slovenia, when everything's opening up again, you can even go and see her exhibition in person.
Yes, that would be really nice. Thank you for invitation.
Yeah, it's my job. Yeah, don't have to self-promote yourself. Yeah. Yeah, then anyways, thanks so much for being so spontaneous to be on the show. Thanks for answering all these questions and for sharing your story with us, how it all started and how it's going and what you're up to and how everything has shaped and formed your style. Yeah.
And thank you so much for inviting me and for your support, Celina. It means really a lot to me. It's really beautiful.
Okay. Well, then I will just put you backstage again and I will say bye real quick. I will be like, bye. And then
okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks so much for being there, Ilona. Bye.
Yes, thank you for listening, guys. Bye-bye.
All right, you heard it. So you find all her socials under this video. It's nice to check it out. She has actually lots of other projects too, which are also in the nature. And analog, digital photography, you find everything on her website and also on her Instagram and Facebook as well. If you're from Slovenia, book her. I can really recommend her. She's a really good person. And then I'll say bye to you guys as well. And I hope to see you guys soon again in one of my live streams. Thanks. Bye.